What's going on, people? It's your boy jgottdapoet live in effect. I'm here doing another exclusive interview. This is my homeboy Sneeze right here.
Yeah.
He just actually dropped the project called Yeah. And I decided, let me reach out to him, see what we could do, see if we could sit down so y'all can get to know him a little bit better. Yo, first and foremost, appreciate you sitting down with me.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yo, thank you. So tell the people who you are if they don't know you.
Yeah, I'm Sneeze. I make music. You can find me everywhere. Sneeze Blesses You on Instagram. Sneeze Blesses You with the letter U on Twitter. Sneeze Music on YouTube. Sneeze on Spotify, Apple Music, all that. You can stream everywhere. Hit me up at a DM for the physicals.
So tell the people a little bit how you got started and all of that.
As far as my start for music, like, I had initially gotten into it just hearing it throughout the household,
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like, very music enthused. Mom, she wasn't much of a creative herself, but the essence of it was definitely there. So I was like, I was gonna like it regardless, but it just so happened I was able to make it. So with my uncles, I started rapping a little bit, and they were gassing me up. They were like, "Oh my God, he's so young, saying his bars." And over time, as that progressed, it was like, all right, how far can I take it? And then they got locked up, and I was like, oh shit, where's my mentors?
Yeah.
So it kind of subsided for a while as I moved in with my grand folks. And then it was probably like 12, 13, I started doing it again. And I was listening to garbage, so I was sounding like garbage.
Okay.
But as I started meeting other rappers, people who are actually like better than me, straight up, it just forced me to get better. I got into some trouble, was able to really isolate myself and just work on the craft, and I think from then on it's just been a wrap.
So who do you look up to now?
Look up to, or
as far as music?
Yeah. Okay, so I would say Cole. It might be a corny answer. I don't give a shit. He's an inspiration, y'all. Mac, rest in peace. I really like people like Andre3000. Like, to me, Andre is like the epitome of what it means to be a real artist. Like, so unapologetically himself, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Just never afraid to do what you feel like makes you feel good as a musician and as an artist, you know what I mean? Regardless of what other people may think. Because it's like, I could make the dopest song in this field, but some motherfuckers don't fuck with that field.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm going to just make what I want to make, and I feel like I really gain a lot of that from studying Andre. And of course, there's a lot of artists, I look up to. We'd be here all day if I was to talk about them all, but I guess those are a big three.
So, you spoke a little bit about your personal life. How did that influence your music today?
Growing up, because I moved around a lot in my early ages, and then seeing my mom go through what she went through, it kind of forced me to isolate and have a very introspective way of thinking, as well as mature faster than a lot of my peers. So I honestly feel like it was the perfect mixture for an artist. Like, because I'm not talking to anybody, I'm just observing. I'm into all of this like anime, fantasy shit as a little kid. I still am, nerd gang. But, so it's just like, I just needed that one thing. I liked words and I liked music. I just needed to figure out how to link them. And once that happened, it was like everything was perfect. Like, this shit is destined.
Yeah. So, the stuff that you just spoke on, does that come out in your lyrics? Like the anime stuff? Does that actually broaden your lyrical standpoint?
Hell yeah. Like, I mean, I make all types of references, whether or not I'm referencing, like, in my song Baggage on the old project, you hear me go into a little bit of the upbringing with my mother and those situations and struggles. Or on a song like Granddad's Sweater on the new project, punchlines like Satayama. Satayama is from One Punch Man. You don't really get it if you're a nerd, but it's a vibe though either way.
Yeah.
So it's everywhere. I mean, anything that I encounter or experience in my life is fuel for my art, because I am living art, as a rapper.
Yeah. So what do you want out of the game?
I used to say, like, that's a really good question. Let's talk to the people a little bit about this. I would say for a while that I want to be the greatest who ever did this shit.
Yeah.
But I realized, along with perfect, that's a non-existent concept. Like, it sounds good and all of that, but I mean, at the end of the day, some people like Pac, some people like Biggie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So because it's so perspective-based, I just want to be somebody's greatest. You know what I mean? And if I can be, you know, my fans' greatest, and shouts out to anybody who ever supported me. It's like all love. You guys have no idea how much that shit really means. But if I can be their greatest, then that's enough for me. If I can be the greatest me, and I can stay true to myself and eat, I mean, for real, because you don't have to be Drake famous to be eating off music. If I have 1,000 real fans who are willing to say they spend $100 on me a year, you know, whether it be off merch, physical, streaming, whatever, just cumulatively, one person does that over the span of a year, and then multiply that by 1,000, that's $100,000 a year income. You know what I mean? And I'm able to put that more into the music. So, shit, as long as I'm morally straight and I'm doing right by myself and my fans and my family, I'm good.
It seems like you got a good head on your shoulders.
Appreciate it.
With that being said, the fans, why just 1,000? Why not try to push it and get up there to be Drake famous?
Not to say I'm not.
Okay.
But it's like, the reality of the situation is, I mean, I can, because, okay, I guess it kind of goes along with, like, I've never had a plan B.
Okay.
You know, on my Eddie Murphy shit, like, people always ask you, oh, that's a real cool talent, what are you going to do for your real job? You know what I mean? So, this is my real job, and because of that, it's like, yes, the end goal is to be internationally known, wildly, you know, popular and famous, because I want my music to reach the people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want what I've got everywhere, you know? Call it what you want it. I just feel like it's, I don't know, it's meant to be, bro.
Yeah.
And, but with that being said, it's also, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a businessman who happens to make music. I need to assess the viability of actual monetization of the content and so on and so forth. So with that comes just realistically looking at, like, okay, I've got people who really ride for me. Like, my following, it might not be the biggest, but they're, like, strong. They fuck with me.
Yeah.
It's a bond. Like, we always dialogue. Anybody, all y'all know, if you hit me in the DMs, we could definitely chop it up, definitely talk. I'll shoot you. Fuck, you call me. I don't give a shit. But, so because of that, it's like, I would rather have those 1,000 fans that are really strong and really care and are, like, along with me on the journey than just a million motherfuckers who know me. You know what I mean? Because plenty of motherfuckers have 1 million followers.
Yeah.
They only got 1,000 fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And are those 1,000 fans even real fans?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm not going to bring anybody up, but we all see the social media influencers. We all see the motherfuckers who have, oh, I got 30K followers, but I only have 2,000 followers worth of fan engagement.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are you doing with your brand? Let's say you didn't buy those followers, but what are you doing to engage with those people? So I'm a big believer in, like, quality over quantity. You know what I mean? So I would rather take the time to grow that large quality fan base. But as of now, 17-year-old Sneeze, setting a goal for the 1,000 fans.
Got you. So 5-10 years from now, your plan plays out perfectly. What is it?
I've been able to enterprise my music. Probably be, I don't know, a few albums deep, maybe 5. You know what I mean? I don't want to push myself. You know, not 5. Let's call it 3 albums deep, 3 studio. Nah, shit, 5-10 years. See, 5 and 10 years is a big difference.
Yeah.
All right, let's say 5. 5-year plan. I want to have made my first big project studio album. I want to do that. I know I'm going to do that by then. Cause shit, what is it? That's 22 for me? Yeah, so I know for certain if I don't go on tour this summer, that's on the low, everybody. I will be touring.
It's actually not on the low. He just put an exclusive out there.
Big facts.
So we're going to talk about the tour in a minute. Go ahead.
But yeah, so if the tour doesn't pan out for this summer, 100%, I've been doing the research. I'm touring next summer. I'll jump in the whip by myself with my cameraman, so I guess not by myself. Shouts out Absolute Photography, does all my videos. Peep That Sauce video too. we'll go and I'll perform, you know, because the tour, like, for real, any artists listening, this shit is as easy as you're willing to make it. All you have to do is work for it. You know what I mean? The research is easy to do if you want to do it, and the information is everywhere. So with that being said, I've been doing a lot of research on touring. So by then, I'll definitely have a bunch of tours under my belt, you know. Enterprising off music. I know these aren't very clear set goals, but I'm working on that as a person too. I think as an artist, I tend to think very sporadically.
But it all starts with the foundation.
Yeah.
So at least you got a foundation.
Speak it into existence, you know. So definitely solid merch branding, you know, bigger name, whatever that means. Having toured and then having put out my first studio album.
Got you. So the tour, where do you want to go with the tour?
First tour, if the one pans out in planning, which shit, we're talking about it, so we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
That would be East Coast, and then a tentative West Coast leg set, depending on the success of the East Coast leg. But then, for me, I mean, because I want to tour everywhere. Like my late grandfather, rest in peace. He was in the Air Force, Master Sergeant. You look through his passport, flipping through that bitch, literally everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm trying to do that off music. So, but, you know, relatively close plans. By next summer, I'm going to be touring the DMV.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Because you got to start small before you can go big.
So is there any local artists that you want to collab with that you haven't already collabed with?
Yeah, local artist wise.
Listen up, y'all. You might say y'all name.
Yeah, shouts out that girl Vita Rose. She's really dope. Definitely want to get on a track with her. The homie K1. We've been talking about it for a minute, bro. Me and my homie Renegade got to link up on some new shit. We have a record out, Stay, on his project Lights Out. But for real, like, I'm not big on collaborations.
Got you. Yeah, like, I noticed that because the Yeah album or the EP, it's just you.
Yeah, so it's Fifth. Like, yeah, it's just me. Because, like, I just, unless I'm going to get, like, a singer, like I have a song called All the Time where, like, the homie Damo came through and laid down some fire-ass background vocals that my voice is not trained to do yet. So unless it's somebody who can do some shit I simply cannot do,
yeah,
then no, I don't need these rappers on my shit. I rap better than them anyway. And that's no flex or, like, shade or anything. It's just, that's my opinion. If you're an MC who doesn't think that, then I seriously think you need to reassess what hip-hop is to you. But
is that the J. Cole mindset?
I don't know if it's so much the J. Cole mindset or if it's, like, just the MC mentality. You know what I mean? But then beyond that, though, it's also just, like, my art is very personal to me. You know, nobody's going to tell my story the way I can tell my story, and nobody's going to convey my emotions the way I can convey my emotions. So, with that being said, it just, a lot of times, features just aren't in the works. Like, sometimes I'll write a song, hear somebody else on it, and be like, nah, I can do that too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I get inspired a lot, but I can always do it my way.
Yeah.
And I'd rather do that.
Yeah. Is there anybody on a national level, when that 5-year plan pan out, who you want to collab with?
Okay. First person, Topaz Jones.
Got you.
I don't know if you know who that is. This man is fire. If somehow you see this Topaz Jones, hit my fucking jack, bruh. Call me on the Instagram business profile shit, bruh, please.
Yo, Topaz, get at him.
Facts.
Keep passing
we atting you in the shit, bruh. Fucking Topaz Jones. I would love to say that I was able to work with Pink Sweats, super fire R&B singer. I want to work with fucking shit. Okay, I'm trying not to say generic people. I'm trying to, like, dig deep, see what I really want. Shit. If God was to really look out, Erykah Badu, you know, Lauryn Hill, like idols. Andre as well, but then there's also a lot of new people coming up I fuck with. Like, I would, you know, I said Topaz Jones. I'd like to work with Tom Misch, FKJ, Masego. So a lot of people, but at this level, like, as I'm building my brand, I can't have too many hands in my bucket. You know what I mean?
Got you. All right, so I normally end it with like positive quotes and stuff like that. But what I want to do different is I want you to tell the people what you got going on as far as like any. I know you just got the project just dropped. Any shows coming up, anything like that. Tell them your Instagram, all that, which I'm gonna link in the description below. Just tell them how they can reach you.
Facts.
As far as like any features, if they want to book you for a show, anything like that.
All right. So I'm Sneeze, y'all. Appreciate you listening. Shouts out to the homie jgott. You know what I'm saying?
Pulling up everywhere.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So Sneeze blesses you on Instagram, exactly how it sounds. I'm Sneeze. I bless you. Sneeze blesses you with the letter U on Twitter. Aubrey Cronin or Sneeze blesses you on Facebook. I just low-key gave y'all the government, so you better know I love you.
So that's what you and Drake got in common.
Facts. About the only thing. Shit, I work with Drake though too. Shouts out Drake. But yeah. So Sneeze blesses you on all social media. You know what I'm saying? My link tree in my bio will link you to all my content. Sneeze Music on YouTube. I just put out the Sauce video with the homie Absolute Photographs, directed by me, shot and edited by him. You could get at us we're an amazing team. Also, yeah, just dropped. That's my first project, available on all streaming services. So go ahead, type in Sneeze, yeah, on basically anywhere. Pandora, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, everything. As far as features go, just go ahead, get at me, for real. I mean, if I like you, we'll do it for the strength. If not, please come with a bag.
It's something personal.
Yeah. Then as far as shows, I'm gonna be at Champion Brewery with our Champion Brewery, June 30th with RVA Rap Elite performing Tracks Off. Yeah. August 10th, I'll be back at Champion Brewery for 9 Pillars, defending my title for their Cypher competition. And yeah, we're working.
I do got a couple more questions, man. I know I said I was gonna end it there.
No, you straight, bro.
How did you come up with your name Sneeze?
Because I bless you. No, I'm just playing. That was a lie.
Yeah.
Nah, I dead ass, bro. I was frantically searching. I was like, where is a rap name? I need one of these. I was Mr. Jones for like a hot second, like quick little minute. My mom's boyfriend used to call me that. That's kind of irrelevant. But then one day I was freestyling and I sneezed and we were thinking of a rap name. My brother was like, let's call you Lil Sneeze. I'm like, oh, okay. So I accepted that for a second and I was like, all right, let me take the Lil off that bitch because that is repugnant. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely just decided to go with Sneeze, and after that it was like, all right, I'm Sneeze. And it just fits for real. Like, I'd be forgetting my name is Aubrey sometimes. So many motherfuckers call me Sneeze.
Yeah, I feel you on that, man. I get approached all the time. Yo, Jay got. I'm like, what's up, man? Like, people don't even call me by my government, but except for my my small circle there.
Facts. Yeah, day ones and shit.
Yeah, so inspirational words, man. Like, tell them, like, if you could do it, like, anybody that's going through something. It doesn't even have to be about music.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to be I don't know, like a photographer, any type of field they want to go into.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so
how would you motivate someone that's down in nothing, and give them those words to keep going?
Well, something I always try to remember. It's a Steve Jobs quote. Call it corny if you want, but
shout out Steve Jobs.
Rest in peace and shout out to Steve Jobs, bro. Even though I use Samsung. But look though,
Android's better.
Big facts. That's what we filming this one. But everybody who has ever achieved something or done something great was a human being just like you. The only delineating factor was how much they were willing to work. So just put in the work. And I mean, shit is hard. Nothing is really easy, but life's way too beautiful to focus on the ugly. So if you just pinpoint on those beautiful moments and you work hard to make more of those moments, you'll be straight.
That's what's up,
Human spirit is powerful.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate anything else you want to end it with before I close it out.
Yeah, fucking much love, y'all. It's Sneeze, because I bless you. Sneeze Music everywhere. Well, Sneeze Music on YouTube for the music videos. Sneeze blesses you on the social media. Yeah, I just dropped. Go stream that.
Yo, appreciate Sneeze sitting down with me. Y'all go follow him. Again, I will link everything below. Yo, if y'all want to be interviewed, y'all got anything y'all want to promote, anything like that, get at me. You know what I'm saying? Or I might slide in your DM too. No Yo Gotti stuff though. I'm just gonna slide in on some business stuff. But yeah, just holler at me and let's get it popping. It's your boy jgottdapoet live in effect. This is Live with J Gott.
Yes, sir. Yo, one last thing, that Fake Affection music video is coming soon. I know y'all have been asking for it, so that's what we're doing next. Love.